Morning, folks. Today's soap is from Stirling, and it's hot apple cider. Get approximately 5.8 ounces soap in there, and it's a fairly firm soap. You can kind of push your finger in there a little bit with enough pressure, but it's fairly firm. And the scent of this is just fantastic, especially if you like apples. Got the alum block complete with rubber band, and it is getting pretty small. Witch hazel from Humphreys, lilac scented. Got the Red Delicious aftershave to go along with it. Shaver of the day. It's a 1955 Red Tip, and today the blade is going to be a Gillette Silver Blue on its first use. If I remember right, these blades are Teflon coated. Got it whipped up in the thrift store fine bowl with a boar brush from Stirling. And I noticed that Stirling also has the a brush handle that looks similar to this, except for the lettering is green, and I think it's got a synthetic knot if I remember right. Looks pretty cool having that green lettering to go along with all the green bowls or containers that he has. The apple scent, both in the aftershave and the soap, is just really nice. And I think the two that I have here pair up pretty well. I mean, the apples and apples, you know, smells pretty good, especially for a Friday morning. Starting out to a really warm weekend. I think all the heat indexes for this weekend is supposed to be around 100 or so. So it's going to be pretty warm. It's a good thing I went ahead and mowed yesterday. And even then, it was still pretty warm yesterday. I think the heat index did go over 100 on yesterday. Just a warm day. You see the pre-shave's working pretty good. A block this big, it covers your face in a hurry. Still got a lot of this left. It's going to be a good moment before I run out of this. After smelling the soap, that and whipping it up in the bowl, I still have the scent in my nose. Nose has been running this since I mowed. Every time I mow, it messes up my sinuses. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Really like this flare tip, this red tip. Has a good weight to it. I like heavy razors. Smells really good. Just about make you want to get an apple pie. SMG, Shave Master General. I've got one of his that's hot apple pie. It smells wonderful. Just about to the end of all my favorite gear, which I have quite a bit. This one here, I do refrain from shaving with it very often because I feel so compelled to shave with it every day. So it kind of works in a different direction, in that my favorite gear has a tendency not to get much attention because I know I want to shave with it all the time. So I try to focus with some of the other, getting it, I guess you might say, down to a good shave. Sometimes it's just a matter of finding the right blade for that shaver. If you know, some blades don't work all that well on some shavers for some reason. I'm not real sure why. I have a several derby blades, and in some shavers they work fantastic, and some others not so much. But I've got several derby blades. I think I'm just under the 200 mark. Got enough to last me a good long while, especially if I'm snapping them in half, putting them in a shavette, which now was brought up in one of the groups. What blades do you like in your shavettes? And it depends on the shavette for me. I've got some shavettes that the only blades they take are DE blades snapped in half. And then I start narrowing it down from there what blades I like for that particular shaver. And others I like the Artist Clubs. Some of them you can fit a mini hair shaper blade in there. I haven't tried, as goes for full size, I guess you might say, hair shaper blades. I've only tried Persona, so I can't really say a whole lot about any others, and I'm not even too sure there's that many others that are being made. Because sometimes you have to take a good look at the packaging and make sure that Persona's still not the one making them, just under a different name. Smells great. This is going to be one of those mornings. The scent's going to just fill the bathroom. I got this shaver on eBay. It was set up for an auction. Don't remember exactly what the price, but I know it was ridiculously low, especially considering how nice the shape this one's in. Because this shaver's in great shape. I have one more red tip that's in a case that I won in a drawing a good long while back. Matter of fact, the next time I shave with the red tip, it'll probably be with that one. It isn't even the case is in great shape too. I guess you might say it's one of those pride joy type things. Really, when I first got it, boy, I just thought, how lucky am I? Because it was my first red tip and I didn't even have to pay for it. For the most part for me, Teflon coated blades usually work pretty well for me. Another one that you don't see very often that's Teflon coated, and I was under the impression that they're going to stop making them. That's Lord Cool. Those are Teflon coated, and I get really good shaves with that blade. Really good shaves. This brush is still shedding from time to time. I was looking at it before I started lathering, and the ends are starting to get split ends. It's getting good and broke in other words. I've got enough for a whole nother 3-pass shave, and probably even then some. If you haven't shaved with Stirling Soap, It is a fairly creamy soap, slick. I haven't had one, excuse me, of his soaps where the scent was light. Haven't had any of his soaps like that. We'll say this pretty slick soap. That's one thing about this shaver. Maybe kind of hard to tell, but that knurling is pretty nice. If you got a slick handled shaver using this soap, it could be fun hanging on to the shaver. If you get some soap on the handle. This is really good soap. It's a good value. In my opinion, as it goes for value, because you're getting almost 6 ounces of soap, and it's a little bit cheaper than what some are charging for 4 ounces. So in my opinion, that's a very good value. Because normally they're running right around the $15 mark for 4 ounces, and almost get 6 ounces and pay right around, I think, around the $13 mark. Especially if you can catch them on sale, it's even better yet. You'll have some good sales from time to time, especially when the scent's going out of season. Which, I don't know, I guess this goes out of season. Apple seems like it's a year-round thing, especially for summer though. Apple pie in the summer? Oh yeah. It just seems like that's where it should be. I only have a little bit of stinging, and it's in a spot right there. Right about there, I think, is where that, if I let it grow out again, but I'm pretty sure that's where my hair grows in a curly Q. And every once in a while it does seem to get a little irritated. It's always been like that for as long as I can remember, just from, especially if I was shaving back in the day with the big, the Good News and canned stuff, and yeah, irritation would happen there from time to time. Common problem there, I guess you might say. My Humphrey's getting a little bit low. This is the only bottle of lilac I've got. I almost didn't get it because I wasn't too sure how I'd like the lilac scent, but it doesn't seem to stick around that long, at least not for my nose. Now somebody else's it might, but not for mine. It's a darn good shave this morning, especially Friday for the weekend. Wife's got a doctor's appointment a little bit later on, and follow up to find out how things are going. She's still got a lot of swelling. Red Delicious. And if you wondered, that's what the size of the restrictor is. I do wonder from time to time, Stirling's containers are being, they're green. And I wonder how much trouble he would have. Man, that smells good. If his bottles were green too, that'd be pretty cool. Gotta have some more. I'll be smelling good this morning. Yep, I think I planned this one right. Today is a good day for, I guess you might say, an apple theme shave. It smells great. If you haven't tried any Stirling soaps or aftershaves, I give at least a shot. Catch one on sale. Visit the site from time to time. I'll have a link down below for this stuff, as well as a Tri-Blade. If you haven't tried these silver blues, they're double wrapped, and they're expensive. That's the reason why I went to the Tri-Blade website, because you might want to try them before you try to buy a 100-pack, because a 100-pack will not be cheap for you. Because I've looked at them. They come in cardboard boxes like this one right here. Had a great shave. Hope everybody's doing well. Get ready for the weekend. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.